What if I told you that one of the most common pieces of health advice for adults over 60, just walk every day, might actually be making you weaker? That's not a joke. And it's not fear-mongering. It's a physiological reality backed by science. A 2019 study from the University of Waterloo found that walking activates only about 32% of your gluteus maximus, the largest and most powerful muscle in your entire body. Let that sink in. That means nearly two-thirds of your glute strength goes untapped during your daily walks, even if you walk faithfully every day. And here's the bigger problem. After age 60, most people naturally lose 1 to 2% of muscle mass every year, especially in the hips and lower body, unless they actively train it. So the issue isn't that walking is bad. The issue is that if all you do is walk, you're unknowingly allowing the strongest part of your body to weaken quietly, year after year. As a surgeon and movement specialist working with older adults for over 2 decades, I can tell you, the very routines designed to keep you safe may be silently eroding your balance, independence, and freedom. But there's good news, and it starts here, because in this video, I'll reveal the #1 exercise most people over 60 avoid, thinking it's too hard or not for them. And yet, this one movement might be the key to preventing falls, easing back pain, and helping you stay independent for years to come. Before we jump in, I'd love to hear from you. How old are you? Where are you watching from? Have you ever been told that just walking every day is enough? Drop a comment below. We read every single one. Because your experience matters and your health deserves to be heard. Today, we're breaking down 5 simple but powerful exercises that every adult over 60 should know, especially if you want to stay strong, steady, and independent. These movements come directly from clinical practice, physical therapy principles, and evidence-based research, and they're designed to target the exact muscles that walking alone cannot maintain. Each step in this countdown builds on the last, helping you restore strength where the body tends to lose it fastest with age: the hips, glutes, and core. But here's the part I'm most excited about. Exercise #1, the final movement, is the one almost everyone avoids. Yet it may be the single most important exercise for preventing falls and protecting your mobility long-term. Let's begin. #5, step-ups, the everyday movement that predicts your strength. It sounds harmless enough. Isn't stepping up just like walking, but slightly higher? That's what many people think. And on the surface, it seems like a low-risk, everyday activity. But that's exactly why it's so revealing. The simple act of stepping onto a curb or climbing a staircase is one of the most important functional strength tests you perform daily, often without even realizing it. Step-ups are more than just a way to get upstairs. They're one of the most effective ways to isolate and challenge each leg individually, especially the gluteus maximus and gluteus medius, the large and side glute muscles that provide power, stability, and control. Unlike walking, which tends to favor your dominant side and doesn't fully engage the posterior chain, step-ups require each leg to lift your full body weight one side at a time. That's where the magic and the strength happens. In a 2021 study from the University of Florida, adults over 60 performed structured step-up training for just 6 weeks. The results were impressive. Single leg strength increased by 27%, stair climbing stability improved by 33%, and all of this was achieved without heavy weights, just by using proper technique and consistency. When you skip exercises like step-ups, here's what often happens. You lose control in one leg more than the other. That leads to imbalance and favoring one side. You rely on handrails or worse, on other people just to feel safe on stairs. The risk of falling increases quietly, but significantly, and by the time pain or instability shows up, the muscle loss has already taken its toll. Mary was a vibrant 67-year-old who stayed active by walking every day. But one afternoon, she tripped trying to step onto a curb just 6 inches high, a fall that shook her confidence more than her body. Determined to regain her independence, she started doing low step-ups twice a week. After 8 weeks, she no longer needed the stair rail, and she now climbs 2 flights of stairs daily, pain-free, balanced, and confident. How to do step-ups safely housed to a 6 12-inch step or low platform. Make sure it's stable and non-slip. Place your entire foot on the step. Press through your heel. Squeeze your glute at the top. Avoid pushing off the back leg. The effort should come from the lead leg. Use a wall or chair for balance as needed. Start with 2-3 sets of 8-10 reps per leg, twice per week. What feels difficult today could be the reason you move freely tomorrow. Number 4, glute kickbacks, the small move that protects your back. So simple, most people skip it. It's just a little leg lift. How important could that be? That's exactly why so many people over 60 either ignore this exercise or do it without intention. But don't be fooled by how small and easy it looks. This simple move targets one of the most crucial muscle actions for your long-term independence hip extension. The gluteus maximus is your body's primary hip extensor. It's the powerhouse that helps you stand up from a chair, walk forward with proper posture, protect your lower back from overload. But when the glutes weaken, which they do quietly with age, your lower back and hamstrings start compensating. That compensation leads to poor movement patterns. Your spine works harder, your pelvis tilts, and pain slowly creeps in, especially in the lower back and knees. And if you've ever said, "I just feel stiff and hunched when I walk," there's a good chance your glutes have checked out of the conversation. A study published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy followed older adults doing targeted glute activation exercises, including glute kickbacks and bridges. After just 4 weeks, participants showed measurable improvements in balance walking state, confidence with each step, no gym, no heavy weights, just focused, controlled movement. Weak glutes cause your body to cheat with every step. Your stride pulls from the lower back instead of your hips. Your posture collapses forward. Your knees begin to rotate inward. And over time, your joints wear unevenly, increasing pain and instability. It's not just getting older. It's neglected muscle doing the wrong job. Stand behind a sturdy chair or countertop. Lightly hold on for balance. Keep your upper body tall and your spine neutral. Slowly lift one leg straight back without arching your back. Hold for 1-2 seconds at the top, squeezing your glute. Lower with control, do 10-12 reps per leg for 2-3 sets. Don't worry about height. It's not about how far you lift, but how well you activate the muscle. This tiny move can rebuild a connection between your brain and your body 1 rep at a time. Number 3, glute bridge. The most powerful exercise you can do lying down. It doesn't even look like exercise. You're lying down. You're just lifting your hips. There's no sweat, no fancy machine. How effective could that possibly be? That's what many people think until they try it the right way. Because despite how gentle it looks, the glute bridge is one of the most powerful exercises for older adults looking to protect their spine, improve balance, and restore strength where it matters most. When done correctly, the glute bridge targets the gluteus maximus and core muscles, while minimizing strain on your back and knees. But there's more to it than just muscle. This exercise helps retrain your nervous system specifically, how your brain tells your body to move. Over time, many older adults unknowingly start using their lower back or thighs instead of their glutes when walking, standing, or lifting. Glute bridges help restore that brain to muscle connection, making everyday movements feel easier and safer. In an 8-week clinical study published in the Journal of Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy, adults over 55 who performed glute bridges and other core-focused exercises experienced a 42% reduction in chronic lower back pain, a 35% improvement in mobility and daily function. That's a dramatic change without any surgery, medication, or gym equipment. Common mistakes to avoid: lifting too high. Arching the back shifts pressure to your spine instead of your glutes. Using your thighs. If you feel it in your quads, not your glutes, the form is off. These small errors turn a powerful exercise into a potentially painful one, but the fix is simple. How to do the glute bridge safely and effectively. Lie on a mat or firm surface bed or floor. Bend your knees, feet flat and hip width apart. Keep your arms relaxed by your sides. As you lift your hips, think about squeezing your glutes, not pushing from your back. Only lift until your hips form a straight line with your shoulders and knees. Hold at the top for 2-3 seconds, squeezing the glutes. Slowly lower back down. Perform 12 or 15 repetitions. For 2-3 sets, optional tip. Place a pillow or soft ball between your knees. This helps maintain alignment and keeps the focus on your glutes. You might not feel out of breath, but you'll feel something even better, your body reconnecting to its true strength. Ready for number 2. This next one looks like nothing, but protects everything. Number 2, seated band abduction, the invisible muscle that protects every step you take. It barely looks like exercise. You're sitting in a chair. You're gently pressing your knees outward. It feels almost too easy, like it couldn't possibly be doing anything important. But here's the surprise. This unassuming movement targets two of the most critical and often neglected muscles for walking safely and staying upright, the gluteus medius and gluteus minimus. These two smaller glute muscles sit on the outer part of your hips and are responsible for one essential task, stabilizing your pelvis and knees when you move. Every time you take a step, stand on one leg, or shift your weight, these muscles fire to keep your body from collapsing inward. But when they weaken, which they often do after 60, your knees cave in, your hips wobble, and your entire gait becomes unstable. And here's the kicker. Most people never train these muscles directly. Walking doesn't fully activate them. Squats barely touch them. That's why this tiny seated movement can make a huge difference. According to a study published in the Aging and Balance Journal, Hip Abduction Strength, the ability to push your knees outward was found to be the #1 predictor of successful fall recovery in adults over 65, not reaction time, not eyesight, not flexibility, but the strength of these small, forgotten muscles. What happens when these muscles weaken? Knees begin to cave inward, pelvis tilts, with every step gait becomes uneven, fatiguing, and risky. Pain develops in the hips, knees, or even lower back. Worse, your body starts to compensate by tightening other areas, leading to more stiffness and reliance on walking aids. All of this from muscles you might not even know you had. How to do it safely at home. Sit on a firm chair with your feet flat on the ground. Wrap a light resistance band around your thighs. Just above the knees, sit tall. With your knees about hip width apart, slowly press your knees outward against the resistance. Hold for 1-2 seconds at the widest point. Return slowly with control. Perform 12 to 15 reps for 2-3 sets. Tip: the slower you go, the deeper these stabilizing muscles will activate. This movement doesn't just look simple, it's smart training for real-world safety. Number 1, Bulgarian split squat, the most misunderstood glute move for adults over 60. This exercise is widely misunderstood. When most people hear Bulgarian split squat, they immediately think that's for athletes. That's way too advanced for someone my age. But here's the truth: when done properly with smart scaling and support, this may be the single most powerful exercise for strengthening your glutes, improving balance, and reclaiming confident movement after 60. It's not about lifting heavy. It's about training smarter. Dr. Andrew Locke, a leading rehabilitation specialist who works extensively with older adults, ranks the Bulgarian split squat among the top movements for reactivating underused glute muscles, restoring hip alignment, improving walking gait, and joint stability. In real-world physical therapy, this move is often used to correct imbalances between the left and right sides of the body, which is crucial for preventing falls and injuries. Why it matters more than you think. As we age, it's common to unconsciously favor one leg over the other, especially after a fall, injury, or surgery. That compensation leads to pelvic misalignment. one-sided knee pain, poor weight distribution during walking or stair climbing. The Bulgarian split squat trains each leg independently, forcing your weaker side to catch up while simultaneously building balance, proprioception, body awareness, and hip control. It also stretches your hip flexors, which tend to get tight from too much sitting, a common issue after 60. How to do it safely. No gym required. Stand about 2 feet in front of a low bench, ottoman, or sturdy chair. Extend one leg back and rest the top of your foot on the chair. Keep your front foot firmly planted and your chest upright. Slowly bend your front knee, lowering your body straight down. Only go as low as is comfortable. Even a few inches is effective. Press through your front heel to return to standing. Use a wall or countertop for balance if needed. Perform 6-8 reps per leg for 2-3 sets. No weights required. Don't worry about depth or speed. Focus on control, stability, and form. That's where the benefits live. This move may look intimidating at first, but it could be the very thing that restores balance to your stride, strength to your hips, and freedom to your daily life. Start small, start supported, and start rewriting what your body is capable of, one leg at a time. After age 60, modern medicine can do incredible things, but it can't replace the strength your own body is capable of rebuilding. Yes, technology is advancing. Yes, medications are improving. But when it comes to moving without pain, staying independent, and living fully, your muscles are still your best medicine. And here's the surprising truth: you don't need more. You need better. Better movement, better habits, better awareness of what your body truly needs. Instead of asking, "What should I get tested for next?" start by asking, "What part of my body is getting weaker each year, and can I take it back?" The answer is yes. You don't need pills. You don't need machines. And you certainly don't need to keep up with anyone else. What you need is about 20 minutes a day and the right movements like the 5 we covered in this video. Because the goal isn't perfection, it's prevention. It's not about looking younger. It's about staying strong enough to be yourself. Your future isn't written yet, but your next step could be your most powerful one. Now it's your turn. Which of these 5 exercises felt the most useful or surprising to you? Have you or someone you love ever struggled with back pain, poor balance, or the fear of falling? Is there a specific movement you'd like us to cover in more detail in a future video? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read every single one. Because aging isn't about decline. It's about adapting, empowering, and choosing to stay strong in the ways that matter most. If that resonates with you, consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, or sharing it with someone over 60 who could use a little extra support today. This video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for medical advice. Always consult your doctor if you have any health concerns before starting a new exercise program.